Folks, listen to this news from CNN about Bernie Sanders and a photograph that was found by the Chicago Tribune in their archives that dates back to the civil rights movement of 1963.
Criteria of that as they were both working the same casino, trying to get people out to vote at the same time here, Frederica.
Oh my goodness. And so, Jeff, as many voters feel like they're still trying to get to know these candidates, today they got a chance to see a new picture of a very young Bernie Sanders. We had already heard from Bernie Sanders about his involvement in the civil rights movement years ago, and now today this image that is believed to be, and it has been confirmed, right, that is a young Bernie Sanders being arrested.
Right, his campaign says that is Bernie Sanders. This is 1963, Frederica, the south side of Chicago. He was a student at the University of Chicago at the time, and the campaign says that that is a picture of him that was being arrested at the time. And you're right, a lot of voters don't know a lot of his life story. That is one thing that he's been talking about some, but he talks more about income inequality, other things. He doesn't talk a lot about his past, but this is an image that his campaign believes gives him some credentials going forward here. That he's been, on the front lines of the civil rights movement as well. He hasn't been as prominent, of course, as some other people, but he's been there all along. So this picture was found in the archives of a Chicago newspaper, and it was just published recently. So that is just one sign of a young Bernie Sanders that we've not really seen before when he was a young student at the University of Chicago.
And it should be noted that some civil rights leaders said they didn't see Bernie Sanders. So this is huge. And also the way Jeff Zeleny reported it was incorrect because that's in the Chicago Tribune newspaper, folks. It wasn't unearthed by the campaign. It was unearthed by the Chicago Tribune, and is the focus of this article in the Tribune. So for those who put Bernie Sanders down as not being really involved in the civil rights movement, there's clear case right there. And this wasn't one of those that he was. It wasn't one of those symbolic arrests either. He was being arrested. He was being pure out and out arrested in 1963, 1 year after I was born. Wow. So there you go. That's a game changer, folks. That really is.